Dynamic, articulate, perceptive, courageous, outspoken.
All right, y'all. Who felt like going to church today? We got a video from P's World. I've checked out his channel quite a bit. It's usually focused around dating and relationships. But this video right here, I could not help but click because I cannot believe it. Oh my. Super thick pastors are trying to get men back in church. And in parentheses, he says, it might be working. That's why I'm scared, because it's like, maybe this is why God, well, not God, maybe this is why in the Bible it says that women should not be preaching. Because men always struggle to conquer their lust, and women know it. Y'all know it. Oh, I need a second to laugh. Alright, that took me a second to regroup, because I can't wait to see what's in this video. AP, drop that shit, man. We want to know what is going on in them churches.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have an issue on our hands. The shape-shifting demons are infiltrating churches on levels in which I've never seen before. We can identify these demons because what do I always say? They're in places they shouldn't be, doing things they shouldn't do. And these female pastors, firstly, is that even allowed? Don't even go there. Okay, never mind. They're just getting thicker and thicker.
Woo! Yeah, I don't need to go to church. I need to stay out of there. I'm gonna get in trouble. I know I'm gonna get in trouble. What in the world? Man. Jesus Christ. Don't get me wrong, brothers. Don't get me wrong, brothers. I love women just as much as the next man, but you gotta know where to draw the line, man. You gotta know what you're not built for. And fighting temptation, I ain't no good with that. I just don't need to go to church. But I might pop in there just to see. You know what I mean? Just to glean, just to see a revelation, cause I need revelation. Yo, she fine as a motherfucker. Yo.
This is crazy because you can see it from the front. Okay, she be in the gym going crazy on that squat machine and the hip thrust machine because she got it.
Why is it Spanish? Why she turn around like that?
Hallelujah! Hallelujah!
Why she turn around like that?
I'm trying to figure out, where did they say this was okay? Which part of the Bible is this?
Lord have mercy on my soul.
Excuse me? Oh my goodness.
Oh. I feel you,
This
Pete.
is a problem.
This
is a problem, and this may be one of the most unstoppable maneuvers I've ever seen these demons pull off, because how do we combat this? They're gonna get so many men
You can't
in
win.
church. They're gonna think they're praying to the Lord. They're gonna think they're doing the right thing. The whole time they're gonna be sending them to hell, because we know what every man Come on, man. Oh my goodness. This is ridiculous. He's sending those men straight to hell with this. Damn.
Might as well say it, I'm not gonna lie. I am one of Duke's baby mamas. I am one of Duke's baby mamas.
What is this madness I'm seeing on my For You page? Huh? What did I tell you? What did I tell you? Some of you don't want to listen, right? For whatever reason, you won't trust me.
I'm happy. I smile every time I get up. I'm like,
I feel like a proud father. Don't say I didn't warn you. Don't say I didn't warn you. They're coming out. They are coming out. They're revealing themselves right in front of us. And you still are falling for the bait. You're still going. Yes, you're going. You're going. And I know you are. I'm not dumb. I'm not dumb. You don't listen. I can provide you with everything that you need to know. And you're still going to be a victim. Demons, enjoy this reign of terror while it lasts. Because it won't be going on any longer. Oh man, I love to see it. Maybe there's hope. Maybe there's hope. And you know, it's so great to see young men out there fighting the good fight. You know, not giving up. Maybe, just maybe we can win.
Bro, you a nasty. You just a nasty. Like the fuck, you want your life back because you want to suck random. Bitch, them 5 niggas done hit you. Said all them niggas done say the same shit about you. You said it in me, la.
no, but to me, no, it's not even my.
Yeah, whatever. You want to be a.
Leave me alone.
You, Alice, everybody.
Leave me alone.
Crazy ass.
I never have a good day. Just no. I'm so sick of this shit.
You getting mad because you a hoe and I put it out there?
No fucking hoe.
You is a hoe.
I'm sick of
You is a hoe.
You're
You're a hoe. You're a hoe. A hoe.
I'm gonna kill myself.
Go, hey, put that gun down. Stop playing, bro. Put that gun down. Put that gun down. Put that gun down. Put that gun down. Yeah, I got you on camera. I got you on camera now. Talking about you gonna kill yourself. You grabbing the gun. See, you done lost your mind, Tiffany. The fuck is wrong with you?
It's you. You my
Put that gun down.
I'm sick of your ass.
Put that gun down.
Get the away from me.
Put that
I'm
gun
sick of
down.
you. I'm sick of you.
Put the gun down.
The same gun that you shot in the
I didn't shoot it. You shot it. Look at you. Man, put that gun down. You about to go to work and you right here got a whole fucking gun in your hand talking about you gonna kill yourself crying. It's the second time now.
Jesus Christ.
I'm not going to work.
Man, put the gun down, man.
That guy was way too calm for my liking in that situation, okay? So
Bro. A wild woman screaming, waving a gun, bro. I'd have just been quiet, like. I'm like, yo. Nah, bro. Nah, bro. Yeah, she a hoe, whatever, but you ain't gotta keep badgering her about it and making content about it. Like, that's where you messed up, because you was about to lose your life because you wanna. You got players. Y'all gotta be smarter out here. You ain't gotta attack her character. Just change the way you operate around her, man. Or just get from around her, man. Like, y'all be doing the most and be wondering why y'all don't make it home. Nah, y'all don't be wondering that, because the ones who don't make it home, they not wondering. But yeah, I spoke too fast. Basically, look, bro. Fellas, be cautious and careful about what type of people. It don't got even people, everybody. It ain't just women. Be careful of all the people that you interact with and you invite into your circle. Please be careful out here, brothers and sisters. Everybody, please be careful. Please be careful.
second time, that's not a surprise. Now, you just clicked on this video. You're seeing this black guy talking, you're like, damn, he's kind of entertaining, okay? You've watched this clip and you're like, she just must be crazy. No, okay? This is not just a crazy woman. Crazy women don't do these things. This is a high-ranking demon, straight from the pits of hell, okay? Not only did she cheat, when she got called out for being cheating, she goes on a crazy fit where she's grabbing the stick. Excuse me, ma'am, what's going on? You're in the wrong here. Why are you grabbing weapons? Talking about you're gonna kill yourself? Really? Demon. She knows she can't die. A bullet. When have you ever seen a bullet kill a demon? Come on, she knows what she's doing.
I'm a prophet. I'm not a pastor.
Give me the difference.
Okay. A pastor is like a shepherd to God's people. They walk with them, they journey with them, all of that. A prophet is more of a mouthpiece. And so a pastor, if you will, has a pastor's heart.
Okay.
They're probably a bit more kinder, nicer. If they give you information, it's going to be very soft as not to hurt your feelings. By the time the prophet comes, they come to cut, tear down, root out, destroy, right? And then they build and plant afterwards. And so they come with more warning, more judgment, more things of that nature.
So what she's saying is a prophet has more influence or power than a pastor. I ain't been in the church in a long time, but I really don't think she knows what she's talking about. It boggles my mind that we live in an age where people believe whatever they want to, and no one really nobody challenges their perspective. It's just like, oh, okay, that's how you see it. Oh, all right, your truth, okay, it's your truth, yeah. Whatever happened to the truth? I don't care about your truth, her truth, his truth, my truth, their truth. We just need the truth. That's all we need, the truth.
So there's a really big difference, and I try to always teach people what the difference is, because if not, if I'm defined as a pastor, you're like, I thought Christians were nice, and I'm like, yeah.
No, I take things very literal when people say them, okay? Some people might say that's a trait of autism. They could be right. But I'm looking at the Old Testament and the New Testament. We got Ezekiel, Jeremiah, Isaiah, Daniel. Okay, you even got some lower tier prophets. Okay, you got the lower tier. Jonah, Micah, Amos. Bitch, who are you? What's your name? Where you at? I mean, the level of delusion to come on the internet and talk about how you're a prophet. What? This is what I would call a very low-ranking demon, okay? Because nobody's falling for this. Nobody believes this. Oh, you sound like an idiot.
Oh my Lord.
The work of the devil is at hand here. No, it is. Because what in the hell are you doing with 2 Chipotle bowls? Digging in them and eating them all at the same goddamn time like just a goblin, a greedy goblin. You should be absolutely ashamed of yourself. You're not even gonna do it in the privacy of your own goddamn home. Gonna come all on here on the internet and just can hardly even stop. Oh, I'm gonna start with this one. Why do you have 2 bowls? One should have absolutely been enough. You shouldn't have needed anything else after that. But here you are, with another bowl, waiting.
Now look, a gluttonous demon, they are quite low ranking. But they can influence gluttony. Okay, and what does gluttony lead to? Early death. You know the worst part about mukbangs? If these creators were only doing mukbangs and that's the only thing they were eating for the day, they'd be pretty much okay. But you know she's eaten before or after this as well. That's when it becomes a real problem.
My hat, I
husband for you. Thank you.
Married women trying to not humiliate their husbands in front of celebrities, mission impossible. What is genuinely wrong with you? Every single time I see a woman next to a celebrity, I'm reminded why I can never be with a woman that has a celebrity crush. You can find someone attractive, but a whole crush?
One Piece music?
And I'm just meant to take that shit as a joke, that you want to leave your husband for him. She even had the audacity to say this. He said, joke or not, if I'm the husband, I'm out of there. Then she goes, I feel bad for your wife that you're so insecure. I'm insecure!
What?
Immediately went into manipulation. Gaslighting final bosses. If I'm ever in a situation where I have to explain to you why this is crazy, you and me were just not meant to. You know what the worst part is about videos like this? Firstly, they post it.
Yeah.
It just shows your husband has no self-respect. Number two, nobody asked. Nobody asked you. You're volunteering this information for what? Are you telling us that you're trying to leave your husband in this moment? Actually, no, wait, sorry. That's them shooting their shot.
Oh.
She really is delusional enough to think that there's a chance that Post Malone turns around and says, really?
See, here's what I realized, bro. Right? 9 times out of 10, if we're seeing the video, it probably already went viral. The husband probably already knows and synced it. And they handling their issues or they parting their ways already. Because it's like, yo, you gotta be careful what you're posting online. Like, people are really pushing the borders and boundaries of what they post online just to get those clicks and views, man. God, I'm glad I'm not like that.
Oh, come to the back. This is sad, bro. And yeah, women with celebrity crushes, come on, man, we're all adults. What is this?
Autant que vous êtes, en commençant par ce monsieur-là, lui.
He's French. I don't know what's more shocking. The fact that the woman was really trying to wrestle the bouquet out of her hands, or the fact that the woman just didn't give up. Like, she was really determined to keep that. She was more determined to keep the bouquet than the woman who was wrestling it out of her hands.
Let's talk about why men love young girls so much. There are a number of reasons. A, you are young, so you look good because you have youth on your side. But B, most importantly and most scarily, because you are young and you lack knowledge, so you...
Oh, God. Oh, man. Yes, she is young. See, the thing about young, you're more fertile when you're young. It's harder to procreate with an older woman. That's the first thing. It's not because she's just much better looking. There are some women who are some fine wine. Like, I mean, me personally, I like an older woman. But I'm not everybody. I'm the exception, not the rule. You know what I mean? As long as she healthy and she, you know what I mean, we can get along. It shouldn't be no issues, but I'm not worried about none of that. Like women, like I said, women are not my focal point in my life. Getting my life together is my focal point. You know what I mean? We'll cross that bridge when we get there, but bro, they always attacking the younger women because they're younger. It's like, ma'am, you had your chance. You had your chance. Why are you mad at younger women? Every day, another woman becomes 18. Every day, there are thousands of women who become 18 years old. So it's like, Did you forget your day when you became a woman or was treated as a woman by age? How quickly we forget. Or is it just a cycle that the older women always do this? So when the younger women come up to being older, they're going to pass down that same vitriol. Come on, man. We got to do better than this.
You are easily manipulated. I do not care how much knowledge or experience you have as a woman. If the guy you are talking to is 5+ years older than you, you will be easy for him to manipulate. Now, I would say this stops being a...
Is that a fact or is that opinion? Is that a fact or is that opinion? Because I dealt with a girl who was... I was 32 at the time. I was 30 and she was 23, I believe. So about a 9-year difference. She was not easy to manipulate. You couldn't tell that girl nothing. So, is that a fact? Or is that just an opinion? Not saying I was trying to manipulate the girl, but couldn't nobody tell that girl nothing.
Applicable from like 30+, because I think 30+, everybody is an adult. So a 30-year-old and a 40-year-old or 45...
She's just saying whatever.
So what? Now 25-year-olds are adult. You know what we should do with women who think like this? We should round them up and then ask them, okay, as 30 is now the new adult, will you sign up to give your rights away if you're under 30? Will you do that? Because 30, 27, you can still be manipulated, right? The man is still manipulating you if he's what, 32? God, this is so stupid.
5-year-old, quite similar, even though there is still an age gap. So let's first understand that most men do not love being held accountable or being forced to be responsible.
People just be saying whatever online. Yo, people just say whatever. It's crazy to me how you can just believe in your mind something's true, then come on the internet and say this is true without even prefacing it with saying this is what I believe. So regardless of what anybody thinks about what you believe, you're entitled to have your beliefs and your opinions. Just say that it's your opinion. These are not cold hard facts. Like
And what happens is, as women get older, they start to understand the game more. They start to understand men more.
Also, I want to say most women prefer a man that's older than them. Most women prefer a man that's older than them. Most women want a man that's more mature, more insightful. That's almost always what they're looking for. Unless they feel like they've arrived and now they want to date younger, or they want to feel younger or something. I don't know. But seriously, people just be saying whatever. You got to be careful when you get on social media before you start believing this nonsense.
And they start to have higher expectation and tougher rules for men.
And that's the problem. In the men's eyes, your value is going down, but your expectations are going up.
Men do not like that. And men will say that they like younger girls because they look better, obviously youth, and, the children thing. However, there are a lot of beautiful, fine, older ladies who still can have children.
Of course, we all know this. Trauma is also a very, very big deal for men. It's, in my opinion, just as important as looks or kids.
The only difference between those two women is that one of them has the experience of age on her side and has experienced things with men. And once you have experience, you have knowledge. You can spot some of these men coming. It is so much easier for a man to spill his lies, his tricks, his manipulation on a young girl because it's probably the first time she's ever coming across that type of situation. She probably does not know what to question him about. She's probably not sure what's going on. Maybe she can feel that something's off, but she doesn't really know what it is.
Here's my thing, right? Manipulation has a negative connotation to it. So if these men are looking for these younger women and they're like, they just want to smash, they just want to use them. I can see the older men will use manipulation to get what they want. But if they're looking for a long-term commitment, which in my opinion is a good thing, if they want to get married, that's a good thing. How is it then manipulation if they're getting that out of these younger women? In order to get into a long-term relationship, you have to have the same goals, the same values. You have to align on a lot of things. In order to smash, a man can lie and manipulate his way into smashing. But can you lie and manipulate your way into a lifelong relationship? I don't know. I don't think so.
Men also tend to be more financially advanced than the younger girls they are dating. So their finances, in terms of impressing a woman, can go a lot further with a younger lady. Older woman, a lot of times, we've done all that YOLO. Not to say the YOLO's over, but, we've experienced it. We're looking...
She said we done all that YOLO, not saying the YOLO's over. Bro, I swear, like, I see it now, the insecurity. So she's mad at younger women because they get to do more than she gets to do. That's what it is. She's just upset at younger women because they're young. Nothing more, nothing less. That's it. She wants to be younger. And she feels her value as a woman, her sexual market value is decreasing. So she's upset and she decided to come to the internet in a condescending manner to talk bad about younger women. I understand it now.
For the real money now, house money, stocks and shares, 401k if you're in America, retirement, real serious money. That requires thought and planning and responsibility. Remember that thing that men don't love? So the best way to avoid it, go for a woman that's not going to ask about it.
Men don't like responsibility. Again, even the more reasonable feminists, they are still feminists at the end of the day. Being responsible over their family, protecting their family, providing for their family, is kind of historically, and even now, the main job of a man.
Thank you, P. Thank you, P. Because when you really look at this thing, like, responsibility is the mark of a man. Responsibility is the mark of a man. A man, when you consider yourself a man, you want to handle shit. You want to be responsible. That's because that's where you get your respect from other men who are handling their responsibilities. It comes with the territory. So it's like accountability, responsibility. We wake up to want to do that. Be accountable for what I'm accosted for. And to be responsible for everything in my life. Or everyone in my life. This woman is an old fool. I know I don't really like to go name calling, but she's trying to project that she has a respectable IQ. But she just keeps saying stupid shit out her mouth. Continuously. It never ends.
Also, it would be remiss of me to fail to add that a lot of men like younger women because in the age range that they're in, they have scattered the market. Their reputation is known from NW1 to SE26. Those are postcodes if you're in America. And why I say the dating game is rigged is because a man can do all that, mess up the game, get a terrible reputation in his age range of women, and then just go down to the younger generation.
And again, this is where the delusion starts to peek through. You're making a generalization, right? You're doing generalizations, which is fine if they're true. But then you start talking about how men have ruined their reputation as if what most men are sleeping around. Most men have no reputation. Most men are not sleeping around. I don't
get the opportunity to.
Now, maybe I'll give her some grace. Maybe, because I think she's in her mid-30s. So maybe she's speaking about like 35, 40-year-old men who have money. She's speaking about a specific demographic of men.
Yeah.
But even those men, they come into that money, then they get the status. A lot of those men weren't players in their 20s. They weren't like, they just get into something. They get a little bit of something in their mid-30s. Now they can do their thing, but they weren't always doing their thing. So no, this makes no sense. A lot of women can't see past their own experience. So for a lot of these women, they would have dated the players. They would have dated a lot of players. They know of a lot of players. Most men aren't that.
And that's what a lot of men do. So I'm not saying don't date younger women, don't date older men. I'm not your mother. I just want to highlight the mindset behind a lot of men's desire to date younger women. Now.
And how would you know their desire? You're not even a man. How would you understand a man's desire for a younger woman? How? How?
Like I always say, there's always an exception to the rule. For best results, assume it's not you.
I just find it really, really hypocritical. I guarantee if you ask this woman if she's dated someone who was 5 years older, she will say yes. But now, as they get older, and they want someone who's their age now, age gaps are a bad thing. They get to experience age gap relationship when it benefits them, but when it doesn't, now it's inherently bad. And men are just using and manipulating women. It's hypocrisy at its finest.
Good video, P. I'm definitely going to leave you a like. I enjoyed this one. This was a wild ride. Let me look at some of these comments. They are definitely demons because they are using lust to attract followers. Same thing they doing on social media. They just taking a social media game to the church. Making women pastors is the first mistake. Yep. Nowhere in the Bible does it say to get BBLs, let alone being pastors. Shake my head. It's the demonic spirit of Jezebel and the demonic spirit of lust. Just wicked. The nerve to think they could have a BBL and be a pastor at the same time. Women cross all boundaries. Bro, these comments are good. These are high-ranking demons straight from the pits of hell. 15, 17, older woman attempt to gaslight the whole world. Business over back shots. My brothers, I said business over back shots. We must stay focused. I said we must stay focused. Business over back shots. That's Umar, yo. Yo, I'm done with this. This video is hilarious. Oh my god, this video is hilarious. Woo. Business over back shots. Never gets old.